friends say, girl, you better take.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be us taking down our Christmas decor. We gotta get unpacked. We were out of town all last week, and so we were just ready to get this house back to where it needs to be. So Erin is off today, and actually it's the afternoon. We had a lot to do this morning. I'm just now starting to film, so basically the girls are already home from school, so they probably will end up helping us. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. We've already removed everything up there. We really just have to do the tree, and then we have a lot of laundry to wash. We have a lot of things just to get straight here. So Erin's gonna go get all the stuff for me that I need out of the storage space, and we're just gonna start taking everything off the tree.
I can't let you go, baby. I just wanna tell you that. No, 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 no. Yeah. All of my friends say, girl, you better take care. Cause that man is trouble, you best beware. And though deep down, I know I might be headed for teardrops. Now that you got me started, I just can't stop. No, no. Cause I love you, baby. I can't let you go, baby. I gotta tell you that I've been looking for love so true. When I was down and out, along came you. Though you might be a liar and a cheat too, I just can't.
I wanted to ask you guys what you're looking forward to this next year. I am actually super excited about my intentional living journey. I'm super excited to just really focus on not only productivity, but mixing that with like a slow living, intentional living, and really rethinking all of my systems with a perspective of living like my best life and being the best wife and mom that I can, versus just a perspective of like getting as much done as possible, which is kind of what I've always done in the past. And here I'm just showing you guys this ornament that Kenzie's preschool teachers made her. Isn't this so cute? I'm definitely going to treasure that one forever. I thought it was so adorable. But anyway, yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. And part of that mindset is I really want to reach my goal weight this next year, but I'm focusing more on my mindset and less on being restrictive with my diet and just doing things that make my body feel good, paying attention to how I feel when I eat certain foods, move my body and all of that. I have been going to the gym quite a bit since November, and I really am enjoying it. I'm feeling more like myself doing that. So yeah, just leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you're doing this year, what you're looking forward to. I'm really looking forward to the vacation we have scheduled in July for the beach. And one of my big goals is just to feel comfortable in shorts. Now that we live in Texas, it's like 112 here in the summer, and so I'm using that as a motivator that I'll be able to wear summer clothes without all the chafing, my thighs causing a fire. If you know, you know, but that is definitely a motivator for me this year. So now we have all the ornaments off the tree, so we just gotta take it apart, and then I'll put all of these in the correct storage container. But Aaron's in the middle of something, so as soon as he's finished, we're gonna take the tree apart and then go ahead and put it back in the boxes. And then we have all this to take down as well, so I'll go ahead and get started on that while I'm waiting on him.
When I wake up early in the morning, and when I come home at night, everything is covered in darkness, and the sun is out of sight. I guess I'm living in the dark age, yeah, because I sure can't see no light. Ever since you left, there's been nothing but a cloudy sky, and there's no day, there's only night. I try to make this world a little brighter. The flame was put to rest. Now everything is covered in gloom, and my heart is...
Okay, all of my command strip connoisseurs, watch this clip of me removing these command hooks or strips or whatever, and let me know, am I doing it right? I kept trying to pull it off with the plastic piece, and it didn't come off. If I tried to pull the little sticky piece first, it didn't work. So I kind of had to rip the plastic piece off and then pull off the command hook sticky piece. Is that right? Y'all leave me a comment down below and let me know if you're familiar with these. I don't feel like I was doing it right, but it worked. Regardless, it worked.
You used to tell me you love me so, but now you're saying you have to go. Just like a lightning from a clear sky. I wasn't ready to say goodbye. Ever since you left, there's nothing but a cloudy sky. And there's no day, there's only night. Now I'm sitting all by myself, trying to see the light in the dark.
So I was just moving any of the fragile ornaments to the island so they wouldn't get knocked over and broken. Aaron was kind of working just to take out all the boxes out of the storage area, and as he was coming across the little boxes for the glass one, we were putting them away, and I moved on to the dishes. And you guys will see in just a minute, but while I was doing this, he was taking down the tree.
Only night, ever since you left, there's nothing but a cloudy sky. There's no day, there's only night. Ever since you left, baby, baby. And there's no day, there's only night. Yesterday I lost the battle, trying at all costs, oh, to keep you, baby. Oh, to keep you, baby. Do-do-do. Now I hurt so bad. All I feel is sad that I lost you, baby. Oh, I lost you, baby. I said goodbye with tears inside, calling out your name as you shut the door behind you. And now I wonder, why won't you come back? Love me, hold me, need me, like the way you used to do, when it was just me and you. Don't go, I need you, I'll never mislead you. Give this love another chance. Take my hand and let me have this dance. Tomorrow is another day, so sit around and waste away without you, baby. Oh, without you, baby. My life used to be in blue, now it's mostly filled with gloom. I miss you, baby. Yeah, I miss you, baby. I said goodbye with tears inside, calling out your name as you shut the door behind you. And now I wonder, why won't you come back? Love me, hold me, need me, like the way you used to do, when it was just me and you. Don't go, I need you, I'll never mislead you. Give this love another chance. Take my hand and let me have this dance.
Okay, I'm actually super excited to be getting the nativity scene out of here because I haven't had anywhere to hang their backpacks, and they've been on the stairs since we decorated, like all month and a half. So I am so excited to not have to put the stuff on the stairs and have my spot back for the backpacks. I was just chatting with you guys here, but I didn't realize how loud the crinkle paper was. So I went ahead and just cut this part out because I felt like the crinkle paper was just obnoxious. But I was basically just talking to you guys about how we had gone home for Christmas this year a week late. So when we lived in Michigan, it was a 2 day drive to get home. It was 16 to 18 hours to get home, and we would take it in 2 days. And so when we went, we would stay for a full 2 weeks. Now that we only live 7 hours from our family in Louisiana, we decided to have Christmas at home with our girls and then leave the day after Christmas and be there for the week after Christmas and stay through the new year. And we loved it. It was so nice. It was very busy because of my parents' 50th wedding anniversary party, and my husband ended up having a lot of things happen with his family. There was a house that had a flooding issue and they had to do some demo. It was kind of a crazy week. It was exhausting. He worked like all day, several days where we were there, and then the rest of the time was spent on this 50th anniversary party. And so it wasn't really relaxing, but it was good. It was a really great visit, and so we really did enjoy it. I said all that to say that I like the new schedule because we used to celebrate Christmas the weekend before. We could have Christmas with our girls by ourselves and then go to Louisiana and celebrate with family. But when we got there, it felt like Christmas was already over because we'd already done Christmas with our girls. And so it was just a weird feeling of like, it felt like Christmas was over, but everybody was still celebrating. Christmas hadn't happened yet. And I just never really liked the way it felt.
And I feel done, so baby, I surrender. You want and I bite.
I ordered 100 white roses and 50 sprigs of baby's breath. That's not the correct term for it, but that's, it's basically the same thing. I forget what the actual flowers called. Anyway, I ordered that from Sam's for bulk flowers for the 50th wedding anniversary. And I sent them to my house in Texas instead of my sister's in Louisiana. Now, luckily, they arrived late to where we couldn't, it would have messed up us using them anyway, so I was able to get a refund of my money. Unfortunately, they sat on my porch from Friday until we came home that following Tuesday, and so they just were not really that good. I was actually going to make some bouquets for my girls' teachers and also donate them to a nursing home, which is what someone had suggested to me. But when you actually looked at them, even if you've ever seen roses when they start dying, they just look like deflated. So on camera they look beautiful, but they were actually really deflated, and so they weren't in good enough shape to give to anyone. So what I was trying to do was to make some dried rose petals and then also some rose water and rose oil, but this particular type of rose didn't have any fragrance, so I decided to try to make the rose water first, and it didn't have a fragrance. It just smelled like plants smell like that are not floral. I don't know if you guys know what that smell is, but that's what they smelled like. So I didn't make the oil or anything else, and unfortunately just had to throw them out. The girls played with the rose petals for a few days, and then we tossed them, but they were still beautiful. They were just half dead, so I didn't give them away to anyone. But anyway, unfortunately, theirs were wasted, but luckily I was able to get my money back since they delivered them late. So I've never been happy for something to be delivered late, but I was, because we had to go out and buy new flowers anyway. And so yeah, it all worked out in the end, but I just hate that the flowers were wasted. I was really hoping that I could repurpose them or give them to someone else. And again, I did dry some of the petals as well, but none of them really, they didn't, for potpourri or whatever, none of them had a fragrance, so I really couldn't do much of anything with them. Now, if you guys know something else I could have done with the rose petals, let me know in case I ever run into this issue again. I probably won't, but I'm really curious what you guys would do with rose petals or roses that you had that didn't have a fragrance, if there's anything I could do with them.
I don't want nobody else. Don't let this go to waste. Let's go to life. I just wanna let you know I wanna be with you. I wanna be with you.
All right, so I'm exhausted. I'm just going to unpack my suitcase and then call it a day because I am worn out. I'm fasting today, and sometimes I feel totally fine on my fast days, and then sometimes on my fast days I feel super low energy. It's probably partly because I did a really hard workout today, a bar class. I'm familiar with bar. It's like a mix of Pilates and yoga. So you're strengthening and lengthening your muscles at the same time. It's a really awesome workout. I love it so much. But I have been doing it on Tuesdays and Thursdays Thursdays for the last few months. And unfortunately, when I move, I'm not gonna be able to do it anymore because there's not really any gyms close to where I'm moving. So I'm taking advantage while I can for the next 5 months or so. But I'm really loving the bar classes over there. And I'm really sad that I'm not gonna be able to do them once we move. But I'm trying to kind of basically use this time right now as an opportunity to get a jump start so that I have the motivation where I can just keep going. Because I don't know if you guys are like me, but when I first start going to the gym, that's like the hardest part. I've been working out and then I start working out from home. I feel like I just have a little bit more motivation to keep going, but finding the motivation to start with when you're working out from home is what I find to be difficult.
Feels like we're fading out, I'm losing you. Can't we try again? Don't let this go to waste. Feels like we're fading out, I'm losing you. Oh, can't we try again? Don't let this go to waste. Don't let this go to waste. Don't let this go to waste.
Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I'll have more videos on the screen if you want to watch more, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Bye.